Hey folks, it's Eric from Supportive Venture coming to you from Medellin, Colombia. And I just wanted to make a video about basically how this place fits into the vision of Supportive Venture. Because it's my second time here this year. The first time was 1 month in March, and the second time this time September. And we find a lot of people down here who are fitting into our Supportive Venture business idea. And it's the second biggest city in Colombia, and it's possible to live a great life here for about $1,000 a month. And so naturally, and it's a city that's very green, vibrant, innovative, etc. And yeah, I'd say that there are some challenges in that I don't personally prefer this place as much as I like Belgrade, Serbia, or Chiang Mai, Thailand, which are the other places that I spend the most time with the business and where we, train people and recruit people in person. And the reason is I find the culture not as rich. Like it's a American, Spanish-American colonial culture, which I prefer the Eastern Europe thing where they've got so much history and all this stuff and Slavic culture, or the Thai culture, which is just something completely different and very rewarding to explore. But if you want a place where you can work American business hours, I don't think there would be a better place than this. And there's lots of nice neighborhoods lined with all these trees. It never gets cold here. It's always like the days are always between 20 and 30. They call it the city of eternal spring. And well, it's just really popular amongst Supportive Venture type people. We have been training a guy from Costa Rica who we recruited recently. He was working on an American help desk, and we got in touch with him and asked if he wanted to come train with us here. And he was looking to move out of the main city of Costa Rica. And the first day he came here, and he was just so amazed, and he really loved it. Now he's going back to Costa Rica tomorrow and can bring all his stuff and move here. So this is great. Really feels good. That we're exposing people to places that they love, and certainly the same is with Belgrade in Serbia. People just love it when we bring them there to train them. So yeah, what else is there to say? What are the challenges here? Well, language is the challenge. It's all Spanish. Spanish is easy to learn, but still finding service and stuff in English is few and far between in terms of your opportunities to do that. Also, the internet isn't as fast as places like Serbia and Thailand. It's kind of mediocre. It's good enough for video calls. It's good enough to work online, but it's not the blazing fast 4G everywhere, cable, fiber internet that you find in other places. So yeah, that's a disadvantage. The mobile operators that you have to get the SIM cards from are very painful and time consuming to deal with. So what I ended up doing is getting 2 cards from the same company that I know is a good company and easy to buy a SIM card. And when one runs out, I can go and recharge and just, get more data while the office is still operational. So usually we have to have 1 or 2 backup smartphones that provide internet to our makeshift offices here, which are Airbnbs actually. We rent Airbnbs and we live and work in that for, 2 weeks or something while we train the new people. It's quite the experience. We're just ending the 2 months of training here, and it's been very rewarding working with these companies in the United States and training these people and finally getting people from Latin America on board. We finally found a way to recruit people from Latin America that have help desk experience, that speak English very, very well. And the feedback is really good from the clients so far. So similar to Eastern Europe, there are people here who speak English with, great ease and fluency. And my test is always, if I want to sit down and have a beer with someone and I want to socialize with them, then they're okay to hire. But if I don't like their vibe or I don't like them as a human being, don't want to sit down and have a beer, I'm not going to hire them, because Supportive Venture, well, the company culture is one based on lifestyle and doing things that you like. Well, sometimes it can be stressful working on an IT service desk. Our culture is one which sort of evolved out of traveling, out of hostels, out of wanting to stay longer in places that inspire us, and we just want to be surrounded by, at least from the Supportive Venture crew side of things, people that we like and can actually live with and share apartments with while we're doing these trainings, and so it works like that. And there's lots of people here now that are coming out of the woodwork and applying for the company, and we're hooking them up with jobs online with American companies, and the feedback is good. So I'm really happy with the whole thing in general, and yeah, I'll be back here at some point. I don't know when. I'm leaving some stuff here, some basics that I need to live my life, a blender and a food scale, so I can, make my hummus and guacamole and all that stuff, and count my calories and all that stuff. And it just looks like I'm going to be spending the next few years of my life bouncing between these places, and it's not so bad. But in 2 days I'm off back to Belgrade, so yeah, support a venture, support your adventure. If you're a client and you want to know more about what we do, you can book a call with me. I can explain it to you, how we help companies do staffing. Also, we're doing 2 new admin assistant contracts where we're helping companies run their financial and bookkeeping parts of their businesses. So that's really interesting because I have lots of experience with that, doing support adventure, and of course lots of tech support, documentation services, and all that stuff like always. So thanks a lot, and if you want to know more about support adventure, just write us an email. From a jobs perspective, it's jobs@supportadventure.com. Thanks a lot. Signing out from Medellin, Colombia, Eric Moot, founder of Support Adventure. I'll see you guys later.